Morning students, welcome to online classes. Dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss some more different types of problems on leverages. So let us start with problem number 1 in the different method. Find out operating leverage and financial leverage under situation 1 and situation 2. So this is very important. Financial plans A and B respectively. It means they have a two plan 1 and plan 2. So again in plan 1 they have two situations, situation 1 and situation 2, and again in plan 2 also situation 1 and situation 2, like that it is respectively, and also ascertain the highest and least value of a combined leverage from the following information given below. And they are given you installed capacity 400 units, annual production and sales is 50% of installed capacity. It means we want sales na, so sales how we are going to getting installed capacity is 4000 of 50% is water sales. It means 4000 into 50%, 2000 is water sales. Next, selling per unit is water 40 rupees. Again 2000 into 40 we will get it sales. And next variable cost is also 20 rupees, 2000 into 20. Next, fixed cost. This is very important. Most of the student will confuse for this. Is it clear? And most of the student will most of the student will confuse regarding situation 1. It means they are going to taking situation 1 in plan 1 and situation 2 is what a plan 2. It is not like that. What problem is going to give an information, what problem is going to telling in plan 1 two situation. Again in plan 1 situation 1 8000 we have to take it, and again in plan 1 only situation 2 is what 10,000, like that. In plan 2 means plan B, again situation 1 we have to take it fixed cost 8000, again fixed cost for situation 2 plan B is what again 10,000. Okay. Next, capital structure is what plan A, plan B, equity is 10,000 and plan B is 30,000, debt is 30,000 and 10,000 at the rate of interest is what 10%, because they are given rate of interest. So rate of interest into debt will get it interest on debenture. Total is 40,000 and 40,000. Next, they are going to asking you annual production and sales is 400 units. This is hint for you. This is not a given problem. And first we are going to identify, this is a given problem. The main important is what we have to calculate operating leverage, financial leverage and combined leverage. After that we are going to identify which is highest value and which is a lowest value. Okay, but most important is what, before going to calculating three leverages we need hidden information. For example, contribution, EBIT, PBT. See, these are the very important to simplify the leverage formula. But again most the tricky things is what, they are given two plans. According to that plan we have to make it a proper table, and by once we are going to create the proper table, easily we can calculate the leverages. Yes, take it a solution. Calculation of leverages, particulars and plan. Plan means what? Plan A, plan B. Already I told you plan A is what again 2, situation 1 and situation 2, like that. Each plan have a two situation 1 and 2. Plan B also two situation 1 and 2. So next directly we have to take it as sales. Sales is a 2000. Actually 2000 is not directly available, but they are given indirect information. 4000 installed capacity, of that 50% is what? Sales. So 2000 sales into selling per is what? 40 rupees. It is remain same for all plan A and plan B and situation also. 80,000, 80,000, 80,000 and 80,000. Next we are going to less variable cost. Variable cost is what? 20 rupees per unit. Then total units is what? 2000. 2000 into 20, 40,000, 40,000, 40,000 and 40,000. After that minusing we will get it what? Contribution 40,000, 40,000, 40,000 and 40,000. So this is a contribution. Next we are going to less a fixed cost. This is most important. We have two situations na, each plan. So in plan A, situation 1 is what? We have taken a fixed cost 8,000, and situation A, sorry, in plan A, situation 2 is what again? 10,000. Again in plan B, situation 1 again 8,000, and again in plan B, situation 2 is what? 10,000. After minusing fixed cost, we will get total EBIT 32,000, 30,000, 32,000 and 30,000. To be clear. And again, next minus interest. So already they are given 10% rate of interest. The plan A is 30,000 and plan B is what? 10,000. So when you are going to calculating plan A, so total amount is 30,000 into 10%. We will get it. So 3,000 situation 1, again 3,000 situation 2, because plan A is what? 30,000, the rate of interest also 10%. So in plan A, how much we have a situation, for all situation is what? Same rate of interest will be applicable, only fixed only changes, but remaining will be remain same. And like that in plan 2, means sorry, in plan B, 10,000 is debenture at the rate of interest 10%, 1,000 in situation 1 and 1,000 in situation 2. After minusing, we will get 29,000, 27,000, 31,000 and 29,000. So this is what? A profit before tax. As you know, regarding next method is what? To simplify the formula, contribution under situation 1, contribution under situation 2 in plan A. Again in plan B, contribution in situation 1 and situation 2 we have to calculate contribution divided by EBIT. Contribution divided by EBIT, like that. Next, financial leverage is what? The formula EBIT divided by PBT. Again in each situation, again we have to calculate financial leverage. Plan A situation 1, plan B situation 2, like that. Plan B situation 1, plan B situation 2, like that. In situation 2, whatever the EBIT and whatever the PBT we have to take it. In situation 1, whatever we have finding the EBIT and PBT, so that we have to divide it, we will get it out of financial leverage. I am going to moving speed because you know to simplify the formula. Means once we are going to finding the hidden information, then easily we have to calculate that. So for that only I am not giving in detail information, because you have to do that. Next, combined leverage, that is in plan A situation 1 and 2, in plan B again 1 and 2 we have to calculate. After calculating, the most important is what? Suggest, also ascertain highest and lowest under the combined. Main important is what? In plan 1, means plan A, we have a 2 situation 1 and 2. This is what? A situation 1 1.379, plan A situation 2 is what? 1.481. In plan B situation 1 again 1.29. In plan B again 2 situation, second situation 1.38. Among four 2 plan, totally 4 situations. So among 4, which is the highest value combined leverage? So the combined leverage is what? Highest value in plan A situation 2, because compared to remaining these combined leverage, plan A situation 2 is what? Having a highest value. And among 4 values, which is highest combined leverage, lowest, so that is lowest is under plan B situation 1, that is 1.29. Already I written here. Highest value is under plan A, SIT means what? Situation 2. Lowest value is what? Under plan B situation is 1. Main important is why I am going to choosing this type of problem. Easily you can calculate operating leverage, financial leverage, combined leverage, but when information is giving different methods, so based on the information we have to prepare and we have to ascertain the first hidden information. As you know, regarding if they are given simple information, so based on that we already calculated, because in last 2 to 3 classes we are going to discuss the different types of problems. But compared to those problems, to this problem is what? They have 2 plans. Again in 2 plan, each plan have 2 situations. According to that we have to work out, we will get it. Yes, next. So this is homework for you. Same to same. Here only small changes what? Installed capacity change 300 units. In the previous problem it is a 4,000. And fixed cost also little bit change. Equity and debt also little bit change. But the method is same. The datas are given to whatever the datas are given in this problem, means numerical data will be changed, but remaining method will be remain same. You have to work out this. But directly I will give you answers under situation in plan, basically 2 plan, plan 1 and plan 2. So again here 2, is it right or not? Okay, this is 1 and 2, here again 1 2 1 2. Directly I will give you combined leverage answer is plan 1 combined leverage answer is what 1.58. Okay. Again in plan 1 situation 2 is what 1.76. 1.76. And in situation 2 under plan 1 that is 1.42. And again plan 2 situation 2 it is 1.57. So these are the different answers, these are the combined answers. So among these four combined leverage you have to suggest which is highest and which is lowest value. I hope so good you clear about the problem. The method will be remain same, just you have to work out. And next I would like to solve one more different type of problem. It is Chaitanya Limited has equity share capital of rupees 5 lakh divided into share of rupees 100 each. It wishes to raise further 3 lakh for expansion plan. The company plan financing the scheme as follow. All are basically these, it means already I told in the what capital structure whatever they are given the information, those are all are plans. The first one is all are equity, and second one is what 2000 in 10%, sorry 2 lakh in 10% debenture, and remaining amount is to be what equity. And third one is what all in 10% debenture. Fourth one is what rupees 1 lakh in equity share, and remaining amount is 8% of preference shares. The company's EBIT is 1,50,000. The tax rate is 40%. Yes, next. This is not plan, this is given information. EPS in each plan, you are required to calculate EPS in each plan and comment on the implication of financial leverages. Okay, next. Impact of leverage if company incur loss of 70,000. So based on this given information, very simple, it is very simple to calculation of leverages, but most important is what we have to work out on the basis of what a capital structure. Finally at any cost we have to identify EPS, because based on the EPS first we have to calculate EPS. After calculating the EPS we come to the conclusion how is going to impact on the financial leverage of the company. And second one is what if the leverage incurred losses of 70,000, so what is the impact on leverage also. So both we have to calculate. But before going to calculation of EPS, the formula is what EPS? EPS is equal to amount available to equity shareholder divided by number of equity shares. Yes. So but first we are going to prepare the table. As I told you in the again capital structure, if they are given any the existing information, if they are given any existing information, for that we have to create first existing table. After that, based on these different plans, we have to prepare again 4 plans: plan 1, plan 2, plan 3 and plan 4. Is it clear? Yes. If there is no existing information, so then directly 1, 2, 3, 4 plan we have to prepare. If they are given any existing information, existing capital of that company, so that column we should have to be prepared. So let us start with the particulars: existing position, plan 1, plan 2, plan 3 and plan 4. But among that again most important dividing the capital structure. Existing capital is what of 5 lakh rupees, it is given in that. Sorry, it is 3 lakh. 5 lakh is to be given here. And next in plan 1. So plan 1 means always the existing capital will be added with all plans with new capital also. 5 lakh rupees what existing plan. In plan 1 all are equity shares, means whatever the 3 lakh rupee, so this 3 lakh rupees all equity shares. It means already we have a 5 lakh rupees shares and plus 3 lakh rupees shares. So all are in plan 1 equity shares. In plan 2, 2 lakh in 10% debenture. 2 lakh rupees in 10, it means in 3 lakh rupees, because each plan have a 3 lakh rupees expansion plan. So in 3 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees is what a debenture and remaining is what equity share. It means 5 lakh rupees equity share plus 2 lakh in debenture and remaining 1 lakh is what? Equity share. So that is we have to splitting the capital structure in plan 3. Sorry, plan 2. In plan 3 again 5 lakh rupees will be comes, old existing capital will be carry forward 5 lakh rupees, but as per the information note all in 10% debenture. Means whatever 3 lakh rupees entirely is what? Debenture. 5 lakh rupees equity shares and 3 lakh is what? 10% debenture. Plan 4 is what? 1 lakh is equity shares. So first we have to take it to old equity capital 5 lakh rupees plus 1 lakh rupees what? Equity share, and remaining amount is what? Preference shares. So in 3 lakh 1 lakh is to be what? Equity, and remaining is what? Preference shares. So that is 2 lakh rupees what? 8% preference shares. So now we clear the problem. We'll start the solution. First we have to take it operating profit or EBIT. So this is given in the problem, that is 1,50,000. It is remain same for all plans. Next we are going to less interest. See, we know interest is given for only debentures. Among each plan, which plan have a debenture? So for that plan only we have to minus the debenture. I think in plan 2 and 3 have a debentures. So 2 lakh into 10%, 20,000. 3 lakh into 10%, 30,000. We have to minus. We will get it a profit before tax 1,50,000, 1,50,000, 1,30,000, 1,20,000 and 1,50,000. And less tax on whatever PBIT in each plans, on that 40% we have to be minus, and after that we will get it a earnings available to equity shareholders. So that is not earnings available to, that is PAT, profit after tax, that is 90,000, 90,000, 78, 72 and 90,000. And again we have to less next dividend. So dividend is given for only preference shares. So preference shares is available fourth plan. We have to 2 lakh into 8%, we will get it a 16,000 dividend payable to preference shareholders. And after minusing the dividend, we will get exactly earnings available to equity shareholders 90,000 existing plan, and plan 1 90, plan 2 78, plan 3 72, and plan 4 is what? 74,000. Here also I am giving a little bit speed because we already work out many different types of problems on a capital structure. But I would like to clarify the picture, what is given, how we are going to work out the problem. And next, number of equity shares is very simple. See, shares are divided into 100 each, means each plan have what? Amounts. So but in each concerned plans and existing plan, how much we have equity shares divided into 100. In plan 1 of 5 lakh, 5 lakh divided by 100 will get the 5,000 equity shares. In plan 2, 3 plus 8, 8 lakh, 8 lakh divided by 100, so that is 8,000. In plan 3 we have only how much? 5 lakh plus 1 lakh, 6 lakh. 5 lakh equity shares and 1 lakh equity shares, total 6 lakh. 6 lakh divided by 100, 66,000 each. In plan 3 only 5 lakh equity shares, so 5 lakh divided by 100, again 5,000 rupees. In plan 4, 5 lakh equity shares plus 1 lakh equity shares, 5 plus 1, 6 lakh, 6 lakh divided by 100, so then 6,000. And next, you know, earnings available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares, we will get it what? EPS. Existing plan 16, plan 1 11.25, plan 2 13, plan 4 third is what? 14.40, and plan 4th is what? 12.33. See, but our duty is what? Among 4 EPS, don't take it to existing. Existing role is right now, after calculation of EPS, existing is not important. Among 4 expansion plan, which plan is good for the company point of view? So plan 1 11, plan 2 13, plan 3 14, and plan 12 again 12. Among which is highest EPS? That is plan 3. So we are recommended to the management plan 3 is suitable for the company, because plan 3 is have a 14.40 EPS, earning per share. Next, so they are going to asking us if financial leverage have incurring loss of 70,000. One more important, in first only EPS plan comment implications of financial leverage. Again we have to calculate a financial leverage. Formula is what? EBIT divided by PBT. So EBIT, as you know, regarding, because they are given in the problem, EBIT and PBT also we calculated, correct or not? So both are divided it, we will get it answer. Existing plan, plan 1 2 3 4. So EBIT is remain same, PBT will be changes. So based on that we are going to calculating the financial leverage. So existing is 1.1 and plan 1 is 1, plan 2 is what, 1.15, and plan 3 is what, 1.25, plan 4 is what, 1 times of a financial leverage is. And next, second is what, impact of leverage if company is incurring loss of 70,000. So this is very important. Next we have to take it how to calculate, same the table. First we are going to take it instead of operating profit we have to take it operating loss. So 70,000, 70, 70, 70. So in that we have to if it is a loss, then whatever the less items will become added, because loss is converted into profit. So because of that, instead of lessing the interest, so again same, interest is given to only debenture holders. In plan 2 and plan 3 we have a debentures, so whatever the rate of interest we will adding. Now we get it 70, 70, 90, 1 lakh and 70,000. Right now the total loss, sorry, the intention of adding the interest, whenever we are paying interest to debenture holders, it is again loss to the company. So again total loss is 70,000, 70, 90, 1 lakh and 70,000. Number of equity shares, as you know already we find out it. The formula is what, loss per share. Instead of EPS we have to identify loss per share, loss divided by number of shares. So we have 70 and 70, 90, 90, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 70,000, 70,000. So divided by number of shares, we will get it what, loss per share in if company is going to impact, if the loss is going to impact on leverages. So this is a method to calculation of this type of problems also. And next, one more very important, this you have to read the problem, you have to work out, because I will not give any information, because these type of problems we already studied and solved problems. But most important is the solution of this type of problem. See, they are given finance leverage is 2 lakh and 2 lakh 50, operating leverage is 2 lakh and 2 lakh 50. This information is very clear, but we have to take it, we have to prepare here two columns. Okay, see, column 1 is what, column 1 is particulars, and column 2 is what, 2 lakh leverages, and column third is what, 2 lakh 50 leverages. Just you have to calculate. The solution will be, I will be given here. So this is a solution for that. You have to just, once you look at this problem, you will be understood. Even though if you not understood, in the next class I will be detailed explain so this problem also. I hope so good. I think you clear. First you have to read the problem, and next you have to look at the solution, you will be understood. So thank you. We will meet in the next class with a new chapter, that is cost of capital. Thank you.